Hope you're all having a fantastic day. We are starting a little late, but, you know, I don't work tomorrow. I have a car appointment in the afternoon, and that's all I gotta do. Pyramid scheme. Yeah. I have some time the next couple of days to get some video stuff done, which I'm very excited about. But today, we are doing DXBL3 Welterweight week number 3. Welterweight is the goofy one. Let's take a look real quick. Okay, so not going to do any bets for the first little bit. Also, I got this one tiny piece of hair that won't stay. Maybe it'll stay now. Could have been working on one of your 2 game ideas. You got game ideas? Hell yeah. You're at work? I was watching Macho stream at work the other day. Alright. Seeing a lot of missing. Always Moving is a very good build. It does pretty consistently well. The like has done well in the past as well. But no one's hitting anything. They do always be moving, it's true. I was trying to sure work can't be beat. You just put it on in the background, it's great. You listen to me doing a terrible job of actually describing what's happening. So you have to constantly watch because you're like, this motherfucker. He won't let me know what's going on. Paleco wins that, by the way. Okay, game 2. I'll do a little bit of commentary. Fire charge miss at 17%. Neither of them have a very good chance to hit. Too bad Twitter went to hell. I miss you going after stupid people. Yeah, I did get banned from Twitter. But it's been great for my mental. You would not believe how good it's been for my mental. I know people like to be self-righteous about leaving social media. Also, 9% stab for 60%. Ooh, we're down to the wire. I think Always Moving has a very slight lead. 3 seconds left on the clock. What's he gonna do? Whip! Oh, well, the KO is definitely enough. 20% whip takes it. Yeah, people are very, like, self-righteous. And, I don't know. I thought a lot of that was, like, posturing. And I'm sure a lot of it is posturing. Also, Spike Top almost killing in one hit, but not quite. Giving Kulik a power. Misses the bite through at 12%. But it has been fantastic for me. Gel Top gonna take it. Man, no chance to hit. Hit anyway. That's how we do. Always Moving wins that one 2-1. Logarithm and I Bang You Hang. That's a crazy name. Alright, my boy's up early on tonight. Oh, my mental's improving? Yeah, it's much happier. It's... You know what it's like? It's like when you're depressed. Like, you're clinically depressed. Or maybe you think you might have depression and you've self-diagnosed a lot and you're not feeling great about it or whatever. And people are like, just take a walk. And you're like, what? But then it turns out they're right. And, you know, there's actually something to that. Chemical imbalance, be damned. Sometimes taking a walk helps quite a bit. I deleted Twitter, and I feel a lot better. You think people are being sanctimonious and, you know, unhelpful, but there's some truth to it, you know? It's not going to fix all your problems, but it helps. Alright, Instinct Opener down to half health. Punch not going to kill. Big Bang in retaliation. How much damage? Ooh, puts him in the yellow. They both got 10 guts. Anger on Logo. What's he going to do, though? Another Hint Sting? It's enough. Close one. You can't escape the need for social media presence as an artist. I get that. I mean, I did it as someone who streams, but I also don't rely on this to pay my bills, so... I get it. And that's the thing, right? No judgment for anyone who uses Twitter. I enjoyed Twitter when it wasn't making me furious. I get why people use it, because I used it for the same reasons. Oh my god. Oh, but he doesn't have power bang. Another punch? Oh my god, Lago. Lago was scared for his life. Would not stop punching. It's a 2-0 for my boy there. I think that hair's going to do real well, though. Demonizer, thank you for the follow. That's a really good build. That's a spooky-ass build. I really like Life Tank in this format still. My finger point in 50-50. And hair with that is pretty solid, I think. Oh, I'm coming for Jim Bob. Didn't I get my ass beat last time? Uncle Crocker did well in the 1999 round robin. Yeah, he's a good build. And it's just that if you roll into this, Uncle Crocker instantly loses. I mean, not instantly. He's got like a 30% chance to hit that Phantom Claw on the opener, which is pretty solid. But if he misses it, he probably loses. Don't speedsters always win this? Not until recently. And even then, Lago won the last one before we started DXBL this season. Kark, the other Arrowhead, does really good, like, all the time. Karkinos is always making, like, top 4, top 8. But recently is when good players started. Yeah, nobody, I mean recently within, like, last 2 weeks. Alright, well, 50-50. You walked forward twice. That was a mistake. Dicey and Morgoth up next. Dicey, reigning champ. Did Dicey win last year, or did it just... It made top 6, but... Need more Goths. Dicey won last, okay. Yeah, it's funny, as... More Goth. I was thinking about that the other day with, when I started listening to AFI, right? Like, I didn't dress goth or anything like that, but I was, like, super, super into that shit when I was, like, 13, 14 years old. And I remember, like, being embarrassed about it. I really liked the music, but I was, like, embarrassed about it. And it's funny because one of the... Oh, shit, the Glide Charge opener, Dicey, is, the 99 miss? Are you kidding? Oh, my God. All right, well, I just not get mattered too much, but... Tramp's gonna miss that 13%. I like a phrase continuing that detail from the welterweight tournament. They're super cute. Yo, you got goth palms, nice. Yeah, but like when I had like a reckoning with it like a couple of days ago actually, when I was listening to music that's not like traditionally macho, like not traditionally masculine. And because a lot of the music I listened to in high school and stuff was like punk stuff that was like very aggressive. And like the singing was like very specific, and like I didn't like a lot of like, calling it emo is wrong because it's not emo, but like stuff like My Chem and things like that. I didn't really like that stuff because I felt it was too feminine, and I was like, it was like a really big hang up for me. But I liked AFI, even though it's like very similar. Thumper and Hildebrand up next. And, you know, as I've gotten older, I've cared less and less about that, but it was just like in my mind a couple of days ago, and I'm like, I think it was because I was worried about, you know, being seen as gay or whatever. Oh, shit. Call from my boss. Hildebrand. Let me get these two up on stream and give me 1 sec. Comment at that age to be insecure? Yeah, for sure. New lightweight is named after an AFI song. Oh, I saw the Kantare, right? Okay, BRB, 1 sec. Hey, we're back. Sorry about that. Take a call from my boss. I'm leaving to go visit my parents in a couple of days, and so I wanted to make sure I could go pick up my invoice before then. Nice to have some money for Christmas, you know? Alright, Thumper, who just has a whole bunch of question marks, and Hildebrand. Dude, these builds are so funny. Just like, I hope I hit. Okay. What's really funny is if they wouldn't have had to play for quite a few. They wouldn't have had to play until top 8. Wow. But 50-50 and Hildebrand are pretty close together in the bracket. The frantic rush kill. There's the grit. They both got guts. Alright. That's the unfortunate thing about this build. It's very, very oppressive when it swings, but when it doesn't, like, what are you going to do? Hildebrand with the 2-0. Krampus and someone had to woo. You gotta attack. You do. Still tired from Thursday? So we get our first Metalner of the night. This build is way stronger than it deserves to be. Interesting build from me personally. That's cool.
I want to play video games.
I think we've seen similar before. Hey, Bullfrog! Thank you for the sub. Very kind of you. This is similar to the Dicey build, except with intelligence. It's neat. The 1 life means that if he attacks with a weapon, he still gets the kill. Air shot of 43%! Oh my god. These are some good-ass percents. These are some good percents to win it. 'Tis the season. Oh, weapon miss at 30. Oh, he hits the left slap. Mamma mia. Oh, shit. Okay, he grits. He's back to full health. He's got to hit him again. Alright, the Metalners and losers. Okay. Well. It was an inevitable situation, right? It was going to happen eventually. 1-2 blow and Skibbity Toilet up next. Man. Alrighty. I forget about some of these names. They're kind of wild, yeah. That is so not good for losers. Yeah, it's really not. 1-2 below's got the 1 life as well. The 1 life to live. Skibbity trying, but could not hit. Oh, the 1-2 smash at 21%. Game 3. Here we go. Meltner slammed onto the naughty list. Man's getting coal. Bang. Good damage. Right jab. 46%. That was the play. Left jab. Good too.
Evening Nash and Shah.
Hey. Mythicori, thank you. Yeah, my subs are still weird. Like, it didn't have the text pop up, but I do appreciate it. Very kind. Ooh, the hook miss. 1-2 punch. He's got enough guts to swing one more time. Is he gonna? Oh, he tried. It missed. 20s are hitting tonight. 83 miss almost cost him the game, too. 1-2 blow is gonna win that one 2-1. Banana Bob and Zora up next. Bob versus Bob. Be interesting. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of 1 life monsters in this format. Zora. Been a few champions 1 life monsters. I don't know if anybody's... Well, I mean, not in this format. Nobody's won with... Not like a big tournament. They've won weeklies, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're right. What the dog doing and stuff like that. The Mochi. Is the Mochi 1 life? It is, right? Yeah. Okay. I like the 50 life ones, but I do understand the appeal. Does the dog die? Yeah, that's right. What the dog doing is a different mon. Also, wow. Didn't I get my ass beat by Banana Bob last week? He's like, I can do that too. Oh my god, dude. I did. Well, alright, he just beat the Naga as well. You get the crits, you're gonna win. Oh, banana. There's a combo of die and smash. Yeah. Opal, Opai Squisher, and I skid you not. Is it an L? No, the monster's just not uploaded. Unless it's spelt wrong. Yeah, no, it's not in it. Okay, well. I did not check entrance tonight. So I'm gonna go until we're done all of round 1. But I Skid You Not is going to get the win if, you know, it ends up holding us up. Purple King and Always Moving up next. Urple. Why is he Urple? Oh my god, I cannot spell. Oh, it's a hyphen. Purple King and Always Moving. Okie dokie. I was glad to see Egg Lantern. Egg Lantern's pretty cool. New Mon too. Spike Top, gonna do a little chunk. Purple King got a lot of life though. Oh baby, the big flying press. Give him a big ol' smoosh. The Horn Strike miss. 2 whips. The suffocations can do a little bit as well. He's got 99% chance to hit on everything, so he probably should just swing 2 whips over and over again. Guard? Okay, so if he actually does land an attack here, it's not going to do any damage. Yeah. Guard cuts the damage you do in half. It increases your defense by, is it 33%? And, oh my god, the furry spike top? The fury spike top. And it basically gives you anger as well on your guts regen. Okay, game 3. Ying press. And that's it. 2 flying presses is all it took. So. That's a different gel? It is a different gel. Pink Belly and Dornald up next. We're door dashing with Dornald. Here we go. Yeah, the return of Pink Belly. Here we go. Got sneeze. Into the bubbles, you got no guts. Only has to land once though. Got some decent accuracy on a lot of these techs. The bubbles is the play. Look at that. All your guts are gone. We got a kitchen match. Doors historically only exist in kitchens. It's true. I'm in my kitchen right now. That's it. Pink Belly. Game 2. I've never seen bubbles in tournament. It's honestly not too bad numerically. It withers like 45. Like, it withers a lot. We call it the car wash. Knock is gonna miss. Look at that. Give him the tricolor soap. Also cute. It's fun. Anything where it's like that's the only thing that uses the graphic or like the sprite or whatever is cool. Working at the door wash. Door wash, yeah. Pink Belly is gonna win that one. The Ray was not enough. 2-1. Who's up next? We got Jim Bob and Lago. Alright. I don't want to lose to Jim Bob again. He's a good mon, but I still don't want to lose. You know? Also, I'm probably not going to enter Lago next month for the final welterweight. I have an idea for one more, and, you know, God willing, I make it to the playoffs. I want to have the potential to run a different monster. Okay, here we go. Instinct 37%. It misses. Alright, straight. Gonna do good damage. Do another one. Assault 22 is gonna miss. Instinct at 36 misses. Lago with no guts left. He can still punch. Another hard straight. Good damage there. Lago is on a bit of a clock. The claw assault miss again. Another 1-2 punch misses at 99. Here's your chance, buddy. But you're just gonna hang out. Jim Bob. Definitely dodging everything. Game number 2. Instinct miss again. Gas can do a little bit of damage, a little bit of withering. Gives him anger. That's probably the best you could hope for there. Keep those guts up. Punch at 30. Instinct at 40%. That's the highest we've seen it. But instead he goes for claw assault, which is not as accurate. Acrobatics. 37%. It's now statistically, like, improbable for Jim Bob to still be dodging. You know? Chances of him dodging everything at this point are very low. But, you know, 30 to 40% chance to dodge like 15 times in a row. That's pretty rough, but it is what it is. Sometimes Monster Rancher says, fuck you, basically. And, you know, it kind of does that sometimes. Dr. Morty and My Finger Point up next. In matchups like that, I don't expect to, like, win guaranteed. But to not land any attacks is, like, very unlikely in the longer run. Especially when he's not getting knocked out. If he's getting knocked out by big, heavy attacks, like, sure, it makes sense because, you know, 20% chance to hit when your opponent can kill you in 2 hits is really rough. 20% chance to hit when you're going to go to time is actually pretty solid. I think it's the first time he's beat Lago. Didn't he beat him last week? I do think Lago has the advantage in the matchup. But it is the game we play. Yeah, good games. Jim Bob is a good build. I don't know if I'd have the... Oh, shit. He hits him with the second one? 10%? Hell yeah. I don't know if I'd have the cojones to try and stomach using Jim Bob through a match like that. Like, it seems like it's very stressful. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember who I lost to last week. I lost to Banana Bob. And then... I don't remember who I lost to. Hair Gang? A lot of hairs in this. Hair's a very good welterweight monster. Oh, the weapon hits. He grits, though. He's back to full health. Goes 0-2. Lago has the advantage. Yeah, because, you know, I understand how probability works. That's the difference between you and me, is I can do basic math. Okay. Dr. Morty, gonna win that one. I'm bound to win, and Morgoth up next. Did you know that 95% of gamblers quit before they hit it big? I'm in that 5%. If I'm bound isn't a duckin', yeah. It had to be. It's a good name. Heard that quote so many times. It's because it's true. You can't argue with it. Lost to Tom, Dick, and Harry and Banana. That's who I lost to. Yes, I got beat by Carlos Mon last week. It was a similar situation. It's a kind of a similar build. All losers quit before they win. That's why I don't have kidneys, because I'm a winner in the making. All losers quit before they win. That is such like a bizarrely incorrect, like on a logical level thing to say. Also, he is bound to win. That was a lot of bounds. Carlos Mon's very good. Yeah, Carlo builds good mons. I work at a casino. I've heard all the dumbest things you can even imagine about why people aren't just lighting money on fire. Yeah, it's pretty sad, honestly. Ooh, the tail whip at 40. Mamma mia, wing attack almost at 50%. Goes for the glide charge, the super accurate one. The super expensive one, I should say. Glide charge is accurate, but it's not, you know, wing attack. Man bound his way into the next round. I'm bound to win. Stop dodging and Matafleur. You ain't first or last. That's also true. Is that... Wait. This is a 500 life, 500 power hopper? Like, if he runs into a tank? Oh my god. It's like an anti-speed hopper. That's crazy. I guess we'll see how it does against the tank. You're trying to farm the speed builds here? Godspeed, brother. Hope you hit that 3 blows. Oh, so of course he uses Flick, like the least valuable tech he has when he's fighting a tank. I hope it wins. I hop it wins. Chow, 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 chow. It's the last one. He wants to use that Flick. He doesn't know it's bad. Nobody's told him. He's got earpods. Earpods. Christ, when am I 50 years old? He's got AirPods in. Fake Life is a hero we want, but not the hero we need. Yeah, well, I mean, maybe he can be a hero in loser's bracket, because that was a very rough matchup for him. Mardell and Thumper up next. Welcome to loser's bracket, buddy. Yeah, Azul, your mod's not uploaded. I think that happened last week too. I forget who it's Bagman's. Bagman. Okie dokie. Mardell and Thumper. 77 flame? Oh, the foolery into the bolts? Just tried and you saw it? Okay, I'll take a look. Because I tried. Did you spell it wrong, maybe? Or is the O like a different O? Like, is it the circle or something? Because I couldn't find it. Oh, the double frantic rush? Losers brackets where all the fun is? There's some truth to that. He keeps frantic rushing. That's not the play right now, my friend. Some portion was censored? Dude, Ho is censored. If you have any name with an HO in it, that shit gets censored. It's a bad censor. Perfect bitch and grinder Jesus Christ. These names, what the hell? Does the PS3 have the same CD swap feature like PS1 and PS2 perchance? Yes. The old ones. I don't know if you can do it on the new one. The new PS3. But I have played Monster Rancher 2 on a PS3. That was 1-1? Wait. Was it? I thought the Pixie won both games. Jill won the first match? Okay, my bad. My bad. We got one more to go, folks. Who won the 1-1? Me. Sampa. Did you know there is a monster named Thumper in Monster Rancher? And it is a hare subbreed. But it is not a Jill, it is a frog. In Monster Farm line, the Quasimo hare mix is named Thumper. Or no, sorry, it's not. That's what I wanted to name it. So it's been stuck in my head that way forever. There was a vote on what to name it, and that was my vote. And it did pretty good, but it didn't win. I don't think. Maybe it did. I don't remember. I'm writing wiki articles. I know, in my brain. PS2 doesn't work anymore. You got PS2 out of storage. Well, I hope your PS2 works better than your PS2 did. Ooh, the bolt. The bolt. Alright. Mardell is going to win that one. The streak remains unbroken of when I mess up, and then the guy I said won anyway. Okay. We got to look at these names again. Is this running faster than normal? It's, like, the matches are at 2 times speed, yeah. Because we just cannot get 40 monsters through bracket in a regular stream. Hey, Joe Month! Gifted 1 subs to the community. Dude, why is this so broken? What is... Stream Elements sucks so bad. What a shitty website. What a shitty corporation. Oh my god. Subscriber. That's bizarre. What the hell? Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at this real quick. Also, if you want to see the worst UI in the world, here, like, I'm gonna show you this real quick. It says subscribe with Prime. Yeah, I mean that doesn't. Oh, that's what it said, but it didn't show the name though. Here, take a look at this real quick. I'm entering. There's different variations. So you know, people have it set up where, like, if they get like 10 subs or whatever, or someone's been subbed for a year, it does a different animation. I don't have any of that set up, but look at this. So, month subscribed, at least. You think you could put in 1. You can't enter a number here. The numbers can only be integers. It can only be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, nobody subscribes for 0.57 months. But instead of being able to just press 1, I have to scroll this up. This is the worst UI that has ever existed. I've seen, like... I've seen people do, like, competitions for, like, who can make the worst UI. And there's been some funny ones. Like, I saw one where it was, like, choose your volume level, and it's just a bunch of checkboxes, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like, all the way up to, like, 1 to 100. And that's worse than that. Anyway. Okie dokie. Very slowly. Stupid website, but thank you. Thank you for the sub. Sorry I made a big deal out of it. Maybe I'll get that set up tomorrow, because I think tomorrow we're going to have our very first Dragon Quest Monsters Fight Night. It's going to be fun. Dragon Quest Monsters has worse PvP than this game does, if you can believe it. There's something fascinating about that, but also, like, I think anyone who tries to take it seriously is, like, the craziest person in the world. Had such high hopes for it? Yeah, me too. Oh, it gets the meow at the last second, but it's not enough. Is it worse than UKMR? UKMR is, I think now that we know how, personalities work in UKMR, it's, like, a lot better than when we were playing it without that understanding. But yes. Yes, building a competitive team takes an, like, obscenely long time. Here's a good example. Having a fight night tomorrow. I have one monster built for it on a team of 4. I've got like 40 hours in the game. Oh, we finally get a hit. Perfect bitch is gonna take game number 2. We're going to game 3. You know, my experience is not universal. You can make up like a pretty meta team very easily, but I was trying to go off meta, and that's always takes longer because there's more experimentation and stuff with that. But yeah, I have one monster built. Wasn't that 2-0? It was, yes. No, it wasn't 2-0. You're crazy. Perfect bitch got KO'd game 1, and then it grit, and then it tried to meow, and that was its only damage, was the meow. The meow. Like GBC Dragon Warrior monsters, yeah, they're what, but no, the one that came out, the one that came out last month, or like 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, whenever it was. There's a new one for the Switch, is what I'm saying. Also, I spaced. Who won that one? I clicked through it. Cat won? Okay. Thank you. That's what I thought, but I did not want to say anything because I am scared of being wrong. Gato. Senorita Slam and Krampus. I always gotta remember Senorita is spelt incorrectly. Krampus. Yeah, so the big issues with DQM is status is extremely powerful, and if you're not built, like if your team isn't built with like controlling your opponent trying to status you in mind, you'll just instantly lose. You do not have a chance. And it's not even like I entered a couple of guys, like, you know, in Pokemon, if you enter your story team into a fight or whatever against like a super like min-maxed meta team, you're not gonna win. But, like, you can at least play around, right? Your loss is most likely inevitable, but you're not going to lose turn 1, right? If you know how to play, there's counterplay at least, and, like, you know, it might be an uphill battle, but, you know, you can make some plays. Not so in this game. If you go into it with your story team, you're going to get stunned on turn 1. None of your guys are going to get an action. You're going to get hit, and if you don't die in one turn, at the beginning of turn 2, you're going to get stunned again, and they're just going to finish you off. Monster Rancher 2 can't do a tilde over the N. Yeah, there's still an I after the N, though. Is there not? It's spelled right? Oh, it isn't. No, it's spelled correctly. Yeah, I don't know any Spanish. My bad. So it is spelled correctly. It's just that I'm a big dummy. My bad. Don't listen to me. I don't know any Spanish. Sounds like when I lost in Gen 5 VGC. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to win with your story team, but I could not believe... Okay, here's a good example, though. I'm extremely low ranked, and that shit happens in extremely low ranks. If you're playing, like, online Pokemon... the low ranks are full of like the biggest shitters you've ever seen in your life. The worst teams I've seen in competitive play are like maybe 80% of the way to like the best teams I've seen in competitive play. Like there's very small differentiation. You're not that dumb. That people have made spelling mistakes before. It's not a big deal. Sick joke. We get the mochi. JP. Didn't use a story team, but I ran into a flinch team. I'm gonna luck with just 30% chance is basically 100. Okay, yeah, the Serene Gray stuff is not fun, but that's every team. I can get Turtwig and a Safari Ball with a new DLC. I'm a happy boy. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What's really funny, too, is that, I mean, game 1's over, but DQM has a lot of potential to be, like, really interesting, but I don't know. I feel like there's not a ton of counterplay. It's just, does your team instantly beat the opponent's team? No. You probably lose then. It feels like if Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like a monster game. Kind of. Like current day Yu-Gi-Oh! Parafusion still exists in 2023. Parafusion's always going to be good. A sick joke with the Parafusion, by the way. Opponent only got to attack like 3 times. Ooh, top assault miss. It is his best play to just open with it and hope for the best. Or attack at 29. He's going to land it, but there's the grit. Pedal swirl. Tiny bit of damage, mostly for the withering though. Pushes him back again. He's in slot 4. Oh, he can't really hit that top assault. Slap. 13 seconds left on the clock. Heavy punch. Another pedal swirl. 1 second left. That's it. The joke wins. Wasn't even Serene Grace. It was a Golurk that used Rock Slide and it flinched both my mons for 4 turns straight. That's so sad. That's so rough. Alright. Okay. Sick joke wins that one 2-1. Candy K9 and 1 Tubu blow up next. So the way that status works in DQM is that every unit has a different resistance to each status effect, right? So like, for example, I run a Gem Slime. A Gem Slime has extremely low HP, basically extremely high everything else. He's just a tank, he just sits there, and every time you heal, you basically get to heal him back to full health because his HP is so low. It's very, very strong. He's basically immune to every magic type by default, and the extremely high defense means that physical damage doesn't do a lot either. But the way around him is that he gets stunned extremely easily. It also happens that stun is like omnipresent in competitive play, so it makes him a lot worse. It's very unfortunate. Just like it was unfortunate for 1-2 blow there. Conquest and Hot Wheels up next. So I missed my first fight. My only question is, do I have to fight a Cyclone Golem? Maybe. Hot Wheels. Will Hot Wheels be leading the way? Or is it going to end up like my Hot Wheels? Left outside in the sand to rust. Hot Wheels is a very funny monster. I don't think it's rude to say that it's a goofy build. I think everyone knows it's a goofy build. But it won a game last time. It did okay. It doesn't necessarily do good against a build that has a shit ton of life. But, you know, we'll see. It can win. Shell attack miss. What do we got from Conquest? Death thrust miss. Oh, he has a severe shock. That's like the most amount of damage he can hope for. So a single attack from Conquest will put him in the lead. He just needs to actually land something. The triple stab is going to miss as well. 23 seconds left on the clock. Hot Wheels. That's probably enough to win. That was a lot of withering. If he dodges one more attack, that's it for him. It's Hot Wheels time. He is leading the way, brother. Leading the way into game number 2. Out of my recommended. My name is Sick. I love it. Thank you. We play a little Monster Rancher here. I don't know if you've ever seen Monster Rancher. I don't know if you know about Monster Rancher, but it's kind of like a real-time Pokemon. Or basically like, you know, if you were to do competitive Tamagotchi fighting or Chow Garden or whatever. Hey, thank you for the follow, Scamper. Very kind of you. So a shell attack miss. Also, I think that's the first time anyone has ever mentioned that they saw me on recommended. So yeah, basically you have these monsters, they're on a lifespan timer, so you only can do so much training before they die, and it becomes an issue of like maximizing the stats you want, and like min-maxing through all that, getting all the attacks you want to get before their time runs out. Super fun. Did we not play Hot Wheels Track Driver? No, I did not. I saw it though. Wait, is that the old one or the new one you're talking about? One now, yeah. Yeah, so this is a tournament. These are all monsters entered by people, and we play with AI. The AI in this game is terribad. It's so awful, and it's part of the fun. You basically are doing risk mitigation when you're making these monsters. You're like, I don't trust my dumb child, so I have to build with that in mind, and it's pretty fun. Also, not a locked lifespan. If you spoil them or abuse it, it can have an effect. Yeah, exactly. So, like, if you don't raise your monster right, you can, like, tank their lifespan on accident, or you can do it on purpose for specific effects. Underneath and Banana Bob. It's fun because it's a game where, like, the rift between competitive and casual play is, like, obscene. And competitive play is in quotes because, you know, this is all for fun. But people will pop in and they'll be like, hey, I used to play this when I was 9 years old 20 years ago. Great game. I couldn't beat the game, though. And then there's all these people who are just like, I made this stupid thing that can, like, stomp the game without trying in, like, 4 hours. Time to wander off. Well, thanks for the raid, Krista. Very kind of you. All right, Bob. Bob gonna get the one-hit kill again? Oh, he misses it this time. But luckily, he's using the one attack he has that doesn't kill. All right, he goes for the Blaze Ball. 98% chance he gets it. Alrighty. Underneath with game 1 and game 2. There we go. GG's. Oh, he grits. He's still in it. He's got 1 life. 1 life to live, the thwack. That's gonna finish him off. He grits as well. They both got 1 life. Another thwack comes out. Oh, baby. He misses. And a slap, though. Bob is gonna take it to game 3. Gritty Bob. Bob hitting the gritty. Game number 3. Once you understand how stuff works in this game, it's remarkably easier. Knowledge is kind of everything. Yeah. Punch the monkey. He's literally shocking the monkey. Quacker Volley and www.lame. Oh my god, this name. This is gonna give me a virus if I type it in. But yeah, I don't like dumping too much info about the game and all that stuff. I find it's a little bit oppressive to people who are, you know, new watching. So, if anybody's watching and they ever have questions, also the kerning on this is so bad, dude. This looks awful. That's so sad. You know, we're here to answer questions, but we're gonna keep it pretty light. You're still learning about the game. It's your first day too. It's okay. Hey, ATP. Yeah, you know me. Thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. Here we go. Oh, the Tusk Slash, 39%. Yeah, this is a specific format of tournament we run where you're not really able to max out a lot of stats. So you see a lot of these builds that are like really high evasion and like no life. And then these other guys that are the opposite that try and build into a lot of accuracy. That's what skill is. And just tank hits. And percentages to hit are very low compared to like a Pokemon or whatever. Somersault's going to land at 50%. That was a very quick game. Very unfortunate. Okay, so let me just type all this out. We got lame win. Alright. Opie. This didn't work last time. I typed it in. We didn't get anything. I'm pretty sure it was uploaded after I mentioned it. Because I wasn't misspelling it. I skid. It's okay if it's uploaded late. Welter is the best weight. It's certainly something. I was today years old when I first hear someone say the word kerning. It's the space between letters in a font. And some fonts are better than others for it. When kerning is really bad, you see that where after the period, there's like a space, even though there's not supposed to be a space. Please don't, for the love of God, don't let Skid loose them on called. I don't even know what it means. It sounds gross and weeby, and I don't know. I don't know what it means. I'm okay not knowing what it means. You don't have to tell me. You used advanced viewer to rename it. It might have used a circle or zero. Oh, okay. Like the YouTube vids, first time joining a stream. Thank you for watching. I'm hoping to start streaming to YouTube, starting with the next Monster Rancher stream I do, which is going to be end of next week, because I'm gone after like Tuesday until after Christmas, and then I'm back for the end of the year. But yeah, I want to start streaming to YouTube as well, because, you know, I do have viewership there. Don't look at that message. You sent me a message. I'm not looking at it. I picked it up from context clues, just didn't know the word. Well, there you go. Multi-streaming, yeah. Yeah, I won't be... Don't squish boobs and giant monsters. Is that what it is? Like, he's like giving him like a titty twister. Deluxe Cup 2024? Yeah, it'll be happening. But I missed it? Oh, it's okay. Opie means boobs. Okay. Anyway, he got squished himself. It was a 2-1, but he did get smooshed with the flattening, you know? Dante, and we're gonna do I Skid You Not again. Look at that. If you guys are a macho fan, macho fan. Zephyr.
Oh no, I need your help burying his body. Oh, bring some towels.
Smoke Blowington is a crazy tag. It's Smoke Bowlington, macho. It's that, wait. That West Virginian education. Okay, so is Dante gonna land the big bombs? He doesn't have the big bomb, but he has fire charge, which is something. Missed at 17% though. Charge, give him a little bonk. Bonk on the noggin. A little noggin flogging. Another charge. Doesn't kill, but that one will. Skid You Not charges his way into game 2. You Smoke Blowington now? I mean, they're both good names. Jams his foot to death. A door jam. He got smooshed. That was rough for Dante. I Skid You Not with the 2 wins real quick, back to back. Wasabi Bobby and Princia. And that'll be it. We'll have seen every monster fighting tonight. We do have losers to go through, sorry. So everybody who, you know, has lost is still in it, which is nice for my guy because I am one of those. I think the idea of like a good build, you know, you've got a good build if your monster, you're not really afraid of other monsters. Even if it's a strong build, you're like, I think I have a chance here. That's usually like a pretty well-rounded build that's going to be able to take on most monsters, even if not everything is advantageous for them. Oh my god, the Spinning Claw win? Look at that. Crit Spinning Claw, big damage. PC was down when I uploaded Model. I just want to say the rundown was really good. Some of my best work. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's probably the best intro. And it's very funny because my follow-up to that, the Jill video that's coming out this month, has no thesis statement. It's just, I'm doing this one because it's Christmas. I have a whole joke about it at the beginning where it's basically like, they can't all be the Model video, you know? Yeah, we're doing Jill. Wasabi Bobby with the 2-0. Okay. We are now already into the top 16 playoffs. Challenge is frozen. Trying to upload that score for Bobby. We got Purple King and Pink Belly up first. Wurple. I did it again. Why is he Wurple? Well, I call Frantic Rush the greatest tech in history. I think I'll probably talk a little bit about how, you know, perceptions of techs and the strength of stuff changes over time. Maybe that's my thesis statement. Maybe I'll rewrite the intro. Jeez, you guys are harassing Smoke Bowlington, eh? Leave him be. The man's got a regal name. Let him do his thing. I gotta fight with Bobbert now? Uh-oh. Okay. Well, you do, not me. The bubbles! They sting. The goggles, they do nothing. Actually gonna make a Jill Xmas ornament? Oh, that's cute. Oh, I saw the... You posted the work in progress, right? You know what? Maybe... I was talking about this on... in the Discord the other day. ! Discord. If you're not part of the Discord, you can see when I go live. We have tournaments for Monster Rancher and other games. And, yeah. But I was talking in the Discord about... that I'm working on music for the stream starting slide and for the BRB. And I think I will play the work in progresses at the end of the stream tonight. So if you want to hang out till the end, you can hear what I'm working on. Most of it is just like, I've just got the melody down and like some drums or whatever, but like the instrumentation isn't final. Like the sounds are not final. It's just kind of like the melody line is done. And I mean, the song's not finished. Like it just abruptly cuts off at a certain point. But you know, we're working on it. Doing it all in Family Tracker. The flying press against 1%, eh? He was really, really trying it. And you kind of have to respect it. Do I use Fruity Loops? I guess that ages me by calling it Fruity Loops instead of FL Studio, eh? Clown music? No, it's not clown music. But I have not used it in 10 years. I figured out a way to do an event? Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to be doing a actual viewer battle stream. And I'm going to use that as like a test to see how I can like spectate matches and stuff like that. And see how it goes. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. Jim Bob and Dr. Morty up next. It was Fruity Loops for me back in the day, yeah. But yeah, it's been like 10 years since I used it for anything. And I never really used it. I don't know much about that type of DAW. Like, I don't use Fruity Loops. I don't know, like, almost anything about Ableton. I use Family Tracker for recording chiptune stuff, and then I use Pro Tools for recording, but mostly mastering stuff. When I'm writing and like when I'm like getting ideas down and composing and stuff, I use Logic. I use an old version of Logic X, I think, which is from like 2008, 2009. Oh, the cursed dance miss. Jim Bob with the damage. Dr. Morty's got a pretty decent matchup here, though. As long as he's not using Spin Slash. Epic rap battles immortalized it as Fruity Loops. Alright. that's all I'm gonna say to that. Oh, he hits him with a kick. Didn't know eggplants have a different name in some places until last week. You didn't know they were called aubergines in other countries? Even though it's literally the exact same thing. They couldn't just call it eggplant like a normal person. They had to come up with their own word for it. What we got? 1-2 punch. Spin kick. He misses it. This is the spin. This is the curse dance. Jim Bob has had to go up against two monsters that he probably doesn't have a great chance to beat. And he's doing pretty good in both of them. One win away from moving on to top 16, just like that. Learned they're called the Aubergines, watching Taskmaster. The British. I've never actually seen an episode of Taskmaster. I've seen clips. That's how I ingest my British TV, is clips. Had no idea. I knew capsaicin was bell peppers, and as we call them, capsaicin. Yeah. That's a weird one to me too, because capsaicin is like the name of the chemical that like makes things spicy. And so when I think of capsaicin, I think of like that. I don't like bell pepper, it's a pepper, you know? I'm bound to win. I thought I was writing I'm bound down, which is a good name too, but it's not right. I'm bound to win, and Matafleur up next. Imbo. I feel like aubergine is probably a better name, since you know they're not egg-shaped, egg-colored, and aren't laid by birds or anything. But they are plants. So, who's to say? Oh my god, made it again. Keep typing MFT. Let's just say that's Freudian. I'm not hiding anything from you guys while we're talking about eggs. I kept typing MFT. Don't worry about it. Mystical Face Typhoon? Yeah, that's exactly what I meant by that. Alright, here we go. I'm moving on. It's a lot of flutter slaps. The bound charge? A little bit of damage. Mata's... Oh. Who did... Bound had to fight another dragon, right? Yeah. Morgoth. Heard that negates faces, it does. Puts it back in your hand. Oh, we finally gets the hit. Alrighty. Game number 2. Gonna throw aubergines at these friggin' 50-50 builds. They don't care about winning, they care about ruining someone else's day. And there's something respectable about that, but at the same time, it's like... I don't know. Matafleur, gonna win that one. That was basics, pretty accurate. Matafleur moving on to top 16. Mardell and Perfect Vetch. So that's the thing, right? Is speed builds seem really strong. It's like, oh, they just dodge everything. But, you know, like I was talking about in the Jim Bob matchup with my guy, dodging 20s and 30s for 2 straight games is pretty unlikely. So like the low life builds are like very spooky to me. I've tried making them before. I made one for Dogura's tournament, and you know, I lost round 1 because I got hit with a 30% thwack. It was the second attack of the round, and I got hit, and it's like, well, that's that. Like, what are you gonna do? Could he have gone the whole way? Probably. I think it was a good build, but in a best of 1 format, it's spooky. Everything's spooky in best of 1. Never taken so many deep breaths in such a short time. And he's working on his cardio. It's not something I want to do myself, but I hate fighting them. Yeah, like, they're not fun to fight. They're strong, but it's scary in a different way, you know? When you have a tank build or something like Lago's build, you know you can't dodge. So, like, that's already off the books. You understand that can't happen. So now it's just about, can I kill them first? And, you know, that's spooky in a different way, but at least it's not as tense for the whole match. It's just tense at the end. Alright, game 3, here we go. Speed is spooky with no grit? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 1 life builds are also a huge pain in the ass to build. Bang, bang. On the door, baby. Knock loud, sugar. Meow, meow, meow. Tried the meow. It didn't do enough. 225 hits. The bang at 5? Meow, 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 meow. It's scary because you know when you do it, you're not going to dodge shit. Yeah, exactly. Whether or not something's going to hit is deterministic on if it's your monster or not. That's basically it. Alright, Mardell's going to win that one 2-1. Move on to top 16. Senorita Slam and a sick joke. Asics. Here we go. Ooh, the Motre. Alright, got some dodging. The tail swing miss. Headbutt at 41%. That one lands. Face attack. Tail swing is the play here. Kamikaze at 40%. It's not too bad either. It is a little bit expensive. 16 seconds left on the clock. Slam should just start swinging. Tail swinging, that is. Kamikaze, 36%. Lands it at the last second. 1 second left on the clock. Literally gets the KO. We're going to game 2. Or if I build a 1 life mon, it'll dodge everything in testing and go 0-2 every tournament. There's also that. I do find it telling that Mochi with this build keeps getting so high in bracket. I think Withering and speed is very broken. I wouldn't say broken. It's just that a lot of the tank builds are using a 2997 mentality of like, as long as my mon's good, I can run tank. And I think that's less true in welterweight. I think you need kind of a faster guts rate to run tank in welterweight with the way the meta currently is. A sick joke. Gonna win game number 2. Look at that. Alright, we go game 3. But yes, it is a strong strategy. Or you kill them frame 1, there's also that. Or however many frames it is, 15 seconds in. Okay. So, Mochi, not quite in top 16 yet. 1 win away from that. Candy K9 and Conquest. Less chances to swing means if you get withered and you're messed. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. But it's always been like that. That's why low guts rate tanks don't exist. In basically any format that's going to go to time, it's worse for them overall because, you know, their opponent gets more and more and more chances to attack as time goes on compared to them. And their chances of winning goes down. But, you see that a lot in a format like this. Like, low guts regen tanks in 3500 are, like, almost non-existent. They do, like, exceptionally poorly. And then if you were to go up to, like, almost max stats, like, say you could max everything except 1 stat. So basically, you maxed everything, and then either your intelligence or your defense was, like, your 1 defensive stat. If you're running like Dragon with full defense and max stats like that, you would probably lose every single match. Even if Dragon's one of the best monsters in the game. It's just that specific build is just so awful. Because everyone builds the same thing. There are, like, there's 2 basic builds in 3500, and then people iterate on those. So there is a decent amount of experimentation happening, but it's because the norm is known, right? Candy K9 kind of slaughtered Conquest there. Underneath and Lame went up next. But no, that has nothing to do with why monsters are bad or good. Like, the fact there's known entities doesn't really have any effect on that. It's not really... Unless that's a response to something someone else said. Like, I don't really understand the connection there. Okay. It's not really that the builds are the same, it's that against speed monsters, every time you get hit, you get withered a tiny bit. And over the course of 60 seconds, that adds up to a lot of withering. So even though nobody's getting any KOs in the max stats format, your chances to win as a low gut speed tank basically come down to, can I hit my nuke at the very end of the match and steal this? Have I, like, hopefully not taken enough damage that, you know, landing a trample won't still leave me behind? Or am I even going to have enough guts to do that in the first place? There's just a few builds in 3500 because you have the points to max all the things you want, no hard decisions. Yeah, and then you adjust from there. It's like maybe I can take a little bit out of skill based on my build, put it into life or whatever, you know, based on your techs. But it's nice that there's like a baseline and then there's like adjustments from that. And the small adjustments make a big difference. Anger is broken in max stats. Yeah, anger is pretty good in max stats. But it has the same issues where, like, you don't want to be getting hit if you're a slow guts rate monster. He's trying crazy things to stay in it. He's in it. He had a real rough game 1 and game 2 until he got the grit, and then it wasn't rough anymore. And then he won. And then game 3 was a little bit of a smoke show. That's 2-0. 3-0? Is it 3-0? I'm pretty sure Did Galley not win game 1? I thought it won game 1. And then came back game 2 after getting grit. Either way, the worm wins. I think it's 3-0. Worm won on 3, okay. Alright, well, I'll keep that as a 2-0 then, because, you know, you get points for winning without losing a set, and so that's important for him. I skid you not in Wasabi Bobby. I got the winner right. I just, you know, I messed up the score. One thing I like about DX over emulator is you can fudge your stats in certain ways just a little bit more. Yeah, you can add an extra percentage of accuracy, or take like 1% away to give yourself like 12 more life. And it's like, it might give you just enough to avoid a damage roll or something, of something that's known. Like if you know there was like Centaur or whatever, and he's gonna use Meteor Drive, and it's like, okay, maybe I can give myself an additional 12 life to like avoid that or something like that. Didn't Pink Belly beat Purple King? No. You did? Dude, didn't he get... I thought he got squished. I might have just entered it wrong. Either way, yeah, that's fine. I'll adjust it. Okay, I skid you not. It's gonna win that one. Check the replay. Someone else, you check the replay. I'm streaming. Oh my god! You did the foolery and Wasabi Bobby did nothing about it. I believe you guys. It couldn't hit you? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm thinking of the gel fight. Just want to call it out. No, I appreciate it. Very, very thoughtful of you. I just entered it wrong on challenge. So it's not even that I have a lot going on. It's that challenge keeps freezing. Also, who's gonna win this one? Who used more gats? Ooh, Bobby with the more gats. Bobby, we're going to game 3. It's not, yeah, challenge is having a lot of issues, so I have to like keep like trying to enter stuff, and then it like freezes, so then I leave, and then when I come back I like have to enter it quickly as to not like waste a lot of time. And yeah, it definitely looks like I entered it wrong. Okay, no one can land anything. 30 seconds left. The flattening X, he dodges it. 2 bites. We got 14% of flattening X, just short of a die roll charge. Oh, he doesn't do anything on the foolery, and here comes the wing attack. I skid you not. He gave up. He was tired. He didn't want to be around anymore. I don't even want to be around anymore. Alright. Challenge is frozen again. Cool. Let's see if I can adjust the pink belly score. Okay, so that one works. It's also frozen. Cool. Oh, Challenge. You stupid, awful website. I don't understand how it's possible that the website runs this poorly. Like, it's actually kind of fascinating that it's this bad. And it's only gotten worse over the years. Okay. Bobby wins this one 2-1. So, we have our top 16. On winner's side, we got Pink Belly versus Dr. Morty. We got Matafleur and Mardell. We got Senorita Slam and Candy K9. And we got www.lame.win and Wasabi Bobby. We got to go through all the losers now. So I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go get some more water. And we'll be right back. BRB. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sorry for that break. But we're still here. We're still doing Monster Rancher tournaments. Hope you're all having a good time. I'm having a good time. We're in losers bracket now, which is where my boy lives. So, here's hoping. You and me. This week, Logo. All right, Princia and Cloaca up first. We have like 40 entrants tonight. Isn't a ton, which is nice. You know, I don't have to be super drill sergeant about getting everything done very quickly, which is great because I've been all over the place. Am I going to commission the guys who did the Guilty Gear music? No. No, I'm not. The thing about music is I like music. I like writing music. So I'll just do it myself. You're gonna run in losers if you're not in losers? That's true. That's a fantastic point. Oh, the tail with power? The Power Tail. Power Tail is a good band name. That sounds like a song that would be on a Guilty Gear soundtrack. Oh, Fire Charge opener at 25%. That's unfortunate. High kick at 17? Jesus. Hoping it's kind of jazzy. I got a couple of options. I'm gonna play the whip for the intro, like the stream starting, which is it's gonna be pretty long. It's gonna be about 5 minutes when it's done. About 3.5 of it is written. I just need a little transition between like the last bit, which isn't like I have written but not programmed. Oh my god, the claw at the very end. That's so unfortunate. Cloaca's gonna take that. Did a few power tails in your day. Quacker Volley and I Bang You hang up next. I was toying around with having some like really like calm, like nostalgic, like sweet stuff for the Be Right Back screen. But the more I think about it, the more I want something that's kind of like a mid-energy. Maybe I'll write a bass line and then write something over that. I'll start with the bass line. Imagine dating. I can't. Imagine Dragons. Just as bad. Need clown music as Monster Rancher. Wonder if I can program an accordion sound into Family Tracker. And Quacker Volley with the power, or opponent power. I Bang You Hang hits the gas. He just needs to not let off the gas. You know what I'm saying? 1-2 punch. Oh, the stutter step. Jeez. Dude, that's a taunt if I've ever seen one. What the hell was that? Oh my god. He's got grit. He's still in it. He only needs one hit. Oh, the punch takes him out, though. Quacker Volley. Gonna win that one 2-0. He was flexing on him. What was that? We've seen that like one other time. I have a clip of that on my YouTube. There was a Monowai was doing it in... Was the Monowai also welterweight? Kind of related game we were talking about how music plays in tourneys and the atmosphere. I just watched a Tekken tourney and before every set they're playing Burn motherfucker by Five Finger Death Punch. He was a Korean tourney. That's so funny. The roof. Okay, Cloaca won that one. He did not win at 12. Poke your eye out. Yeah. Banana Bob and 50-50. Because it was against, what was the pressure in welterweight? These two got a fight. Didn't they fight last time? Just smile, yeah. Okay. A true 50-50 if there ever was one. Who attacks first? Probably player 1, but we'll see. The Gelcopter comes out. Okay, 50-50 gets the first win. Game 2 coming up. I'll make little baseball cards of my favorite SXBL mons. SXBL? We got competing formats. What is this? Game 3. No grit. Banana Bob's gonna take it. DSBL? Oh, you got both of them. You got both the rival leagues. Hot Wheels and Dicey up next. Hot Wheels. Yeah, the cards are kind of cool. I have ideas about that too. You know, I'm not going to stop you from doing your idea, obviously, but maybe we can talk about what I had in mind. Okay. And stutter step is nuts. Yeah, it's really funny. All right. Goes for the whip. The slap. The thwack. The shock. The whip. Nothing. Dicey does have a better chance to win this than his opponent, but one, because he has a 20 times chance better to win it. You would say it like that if you were JP. That's not how a normal human would say it, but he wins on Gats used. We're going to game 2. So Hot Wheels has won 2 games. He hasn't won a set, but he won 2 games. I think it's probably over for him. I don't think he can do enough damage. And with 1% chance to hit on everything, it's looking very unlikely. But there's always game 3, you know? Dodge the thwack at 31. That's the thing about Monster Rancher is there's always a chance. It's very slim, but there is technically always a chance. The double thwack. Nighttime build is funny? It is funny. Also, this would never work as a wheel. Like the spiral, you could not use this as a wheel. It's insane to think that would work. Saying it looks a bit dicey. It does look a bit dicey. Oh shit, that did a crit damage. That was a lot. Slap? Okay, never mind. There was like a glimmer of hope. The 1% hit landed, and he got the crit, but then Monkey went monkey mode, and that was that. Good little effort. You can't be mad about that. He hit the 1%. And he did win game 1. B-Talion and Hildebrand up next. All the 50-50 monsters in losers round 1, eh? Okay. Who swings first? They're in slot 3, the diving press. Well, it's enough. There's the grit, though. He's in a little bit of trouble. The spiral dive. They're both diving. Game 2. Alright, another diving press. No grit this time. What about game 3? The Cyclone. There's the grit, though. Oh my god. 2 out of 3 grits, and the top assault comes out. Here's a Cyclone of my own. We have Cyclones at home. Italian's going to win that one 2-1. Grinder Giant, and someone had to up next. I gotta keep typing in Grinder. And someone had to. Cyclone at home would be a good monster name, yeah. Builds like these is why people don't build tanks. Right, but did you notice that the monster that was built to beat tanks lost? Anyway, you know? Sushi Sawada, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. It was very hard to read with the font I use for my follower notifications, but we got there. Palm Strike. A little bit of damage, a little bit of withering. Tiny bit of withering. A little bit. Every time I make one, I have a deep-seated fear in my brain. That's me with speed mons. I'm much more willing to just accept the loss on a tank that can't dodge anything than on a speed mon that gets hit by 130% and blows up. Someone had to. Having a little bit of trouble today. Ooh, Palm Strike miss. Oh, damn. Also, no, you didn't notice. Yeah, he did lose it. So much withering. Look at this. The giant doesn't get to attack. Another straight. Doesn't have enough guts. He's got 1 second. He swings the tail attack. Someone had to. Do I have any speed mons? I got a ton of speed mons. I just prefer tanks when I can build them. Like in 3500, I have 2 tanks, I think, but most of my guys in 3500 are speed mons. Game 3, here we go. Oh, slamming down. 13%, all his guts are gone? Oh, baby. I don't... Is he going to be able to come back from that? That's going to be rough. It's pretty hard to beat Metal Mirror when he's withering you down like that. Like, what can you possibly do, you know? Anger really helps against the withers. It's true. Alright. So, we almost had the Nighton going 0-2, which would have been crazy. But he withered out the dragon over the course of 3 games, and then that was that. Womp womp. Stop dodging and Skibbity Toilet up next. Nighton did go 0-2, it's true, he did. Did I say Nighton instead of Melner? That's pretty funny. I was thinking Melner in my head and I said the wrong thing. Okie dokie. So, stop dodging's only had to fight tanks. Counterpick builds, baby. There is risk involved in them. 3 jump blows, though? Good damage potential. No crit on that. 1-2 hook. It's a little bit more damage. Bad luck. Guys, you're really not helping out with the whole killing speedsters thing very much right now. Yeah. Love Bajaro. Is it true Bajaro didn't work in the original Japanese release? Yeah, so he's programmed, like, really poorly. A lot of the time his, like, model clips into itself and it's just, like, a big mess. Him sleeping, I think, crashes the game. A bunch of his text didn't work. It's, he's in rough shape. And so this was, like, the first time that Japan actually got to play with him, like, properly. So they're fans of him, even though he's kind of, like, big ass. My Finger Point and Zulra up next. My Finger. Who submitted the finger points? Carlo. Okay. Such a good deep cut. Ooh, the rolling blow. But he doesn't have a lot of damage output. Zulra gonna take that rolling blow, which has like what, like 50 force? It's not like smash damage, but it's up there. 46. He's angry. Another one. The Pierce miss. Kung Pao reference, yeah. Oh, he finally lands an attack, Zulra. That's quick. It's over. That's the unfortunate thing about finger point. He was trained incorrectly on purpose as a joke. Dornald and the boob guy. We got Boob Man up next. Wait, who? Oh, I had to fight Skid. Okay, so he's got a double mono fight. He's bleeding, making him the victor. Ever trained hair? Some of their techs are super cool. The hair's great. I love hair. Got raid. Didn't do any damage, but it's a lot of withering. 20 guts lead on Dornald. Goes for another Ray. Now he's got a 10 guts lead. You know, he cut his lead in half, but damage is damage, I suppose. I get to fight you next? Oh, Christ. I gotta fight the... rough day for me. That's okay. That's a special spawn? Purebred? Yeah, this is the one, the 13 guts rate, but yeah. The double flattening L. Proper life tank fight, some real monster rancher, everyone's just gonna hit their big stuff. It's gonna come down to who uses less basic techs. Which will probably be you, because you have a fewer percentage of basic techs compared to the rest of your kit. Flattening Dornald, gonna take it. Dornald wins that one 2-1. The Squisher got squished. He got squished twice in a row. It's so unfortunate. Okay, next up we got Dante and Cloaca. These names, man. Zephyr, yeah. I was like, I don't recognize any of these names, but I didn't see Zephyr. So, Zoom fight. Very, very different builds. If I Squisher losing to 2 flat monsters is poetic, oh my god. That's wild. This is one of the first times we've seen 2 Zooms fight. You don't see it too often. Tail Lash opener and closer? Look at that. 5 seconds. They have kind of similar tech loadouts, right? They just have very different stat spreads. The bite throw gonna land. Not gonna be enough to kill though. Oh, but 2 in a row? That'll do it. Cloaca wins game number 2. We're going to game 3 already. Fire charge, good damage, no crit on that. Dante goes for his own. A little bit less accurate. Tiny bit less accurate. Bite throw, not enough to kill, but doesn't have a lot of guts. What's he gonna do? I don't think Tail can kill here. Can't do 200 damage. Oh, a million bites missed at 71%. Think about the last tournament we had, where 71% was like almost a guaranteed miss. Also, the crit charge is gonna take it at the very end. Dante wins that one in a nail biter. Back and forth. Quacker Volley and Banana Bob up next. Last week made you so lightweight made you so salty. It was bad. It was like just I don't think I've ever seen so many like 70% plus techs miss in one tournament. Hey, I had so many 99 misses, so many just regular 90 misses. Like a dozen plus misses at 80%, like probably like 50 misses at 70% or above. It was wild, man. Didn't make any sense. Speaking of which, that one's over immediately. Roll assault, miss. That's it. Gets hit with the punch. Oh, he grits, but will he grit a second time? He can't. That's not how it works. Misses the thwack. He's swinging. He did everything he needed to there to be the champ. Dodge the 98? He's trying. Oh my god, are you serious? He almost won that one. Quacker volley, dodging everything though. 2-0. Always neglect Ape. Ape is a very strong monster. And like compared to how much representation he gets, there are like much stronger monsters, but I do think Ape is really good, and he's not as common as some other builds. I think it's because a lot of his builds are boring. Like, there's not a lot you can do with his power build. He's only got 3 additional power techs on top of his basics, and one of them's pretty bad, so you don't see grab throw too often. And then swing throw, you know, is a fun nuke. Roll assault has its place. It's not great in every format, but that's about it. Intelligence Ape has a lot more variety. It's also a really fun build. Only issue I have with Ape is you want to build tanks. Yeah, he doesn't do very well as a tank. I think for Plant, but Plant AI is meh. I mean, all Monster Rancher AI is meh. If Plant had one tech with like S-Force, Plant would be like as good as any other monster. It's the fact that you're playing a game of random like choices when none of the choices do any damage, you know? And it's why Power Plant ends up being better than Intelligence Plant in AI. Thwack miss. Gas can do a little bit of damage there. This is that time. Gas gonna miss again. Bang! Alright. The Gas is got 1-2 in the lead. Oh, he hits the thwack though. Dicey is gonna win it. Ape wins. 1-2 blow. Takes that one. Krampus and Beat Talion up next. Ever since you did Monster Rancher 1 Nuzlocke, you really like Ape. Ape was fun for me in the MR2 Nuzlocke as well. Our boy, Fatboy Simeon. But, obviously he didn't beat the game for us. Speaking of beats, I'm excited to play, the second run of the Nuzlocke. I can't believe the final vid got corrupted, or like the footage is just lost to the sands of time. It's so sad to me, and I remember when I first noticed it was missing, I was so like distraught. I was like, I cannot believe this has happened. It bothered me so much. Power Necromancy, look at that. Almost, it did 50 damage. Oh my god, look at that. Huge damage plays. Crit for 40. In Nuzlocks, they're just these solid meat shields that are very satisfying to use. Doesn't feel risky using Ape until you're up in like rank S. And then it's like, alright, Krampus really wanted to hit that Necromancy, and he did. But didn't really win. Didn't really do anything for him, you know? Top assault gonna miss. Head spike. Why does Santa Claus wear a belt on top of his jacket? He's like an anime protagonist. Weapon combo. Ooh, that's going to be a real good time to use Necromancy. Monster Rancher 1 rank S, Ape is busted. Well, okay. Yes, that's... Monster Rancher 1 is a different litmus for sure. Fairness, you have to bend the rules to use them at all? Well, you could unlock them legally. It would just be difficult. Game 3, Krampus withers his way to a victory. The top assault hits at 44. He needs to do some big damage now all of a sudden. Ah. Battalion. Gonna take it. Wins that one. 2-1. Close. It's just, you know, he couldn't keep up in damage. So when he fell behind, it was rough. When he was actually landing... Oh, they spawn over the stat cap? Ah, interesting. Thumper and someone had to up next. The Krampus build is fun. If he just has to hit the Withering at the start. If he falls behind, it's hard for him. But if he can keep the lead, he's pretty strong at staying out front. And that's always a fun type of build, you know? Just thinking Monster Rancher 1 stat caps, over half the mon spawn you can't use. I mean, you can just remake the rules to be whatever you want, right? Macho just decided, like, oh, these look fun, let's do these rules. And then he asked me for advice, and I think I gave him a couple of suggestions, but I don't even know if he implemented them. So, I mean, people are allowed to just run whatever they want, you know? Back charge. Double slaps. Misses. Another back charge. I love how back charge is like, wow, the 1-2 straight lands. It's like definitely not his most useful tech in this matchup. But it still just withers so much. Like, what's he gonna do? That's what I did. Given how impossible it is to lose in rank E unless you're trying to build speed. Yeah, if you go full speed, you might get smoked. He gets the grit. He's still in it. He got some more withering. Someone had to, technically in the lead, even though he has gotten hit once. Frantic Rush at 15% misses. Left slap. -9 withering, almost the max roll. Right slap, going to do a little bit of damage. Very long animation on that, which is good for him trying to run out the clock. And he's going to take game number 2. Look at that. Game 3. Or was that game 3? Oh my god, that's so many left slaps. It's the double slap! Thampa. He's moving on. Sampa. He gets it. You got the slaps. His opponent did a million slaps as well, but it wasn't enough. Morgoth and Skibbity Toilet up next. Only 2 things I changed where I let myself spawn up to like 800. Then I raised the stat cap for rank D by 50 due to almost every single monster dying in rank D, given how drastically overpowered. See that stat cap of 800. Oh, okay. A matchup of all time, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't care too much about the rules. Like, someone can make rules and I'll just try and follow them. I don't... Did I spell it wrong? I did, yeah. Really need to make it someone had to with ease? Yes. Yes, I think that would make him significantly stronger. That's such a BM build, though. I think you have to do that for week 4. Because he's going to be landing stuff. 1-2 smash. Skibbity doo wop wop. My name is Angela. We're going to game 2 already. Look at that. Glide charge opener. Good crit, but not enough damage. Skibbity's still in it. Hook. Send hook, baby. That's it. Skibbity wins that one 2-0. Lago and Zulra. So Bob, it's come down to this. Yeah, he got the jackpot number on that one. All right, good luck, Bob. This is a spooky match for everyone involved, yes. I don't think either of us are happy about this. I would say, looking at it, I technically have an advantage because I have more points in power than skill, and he has the opposite. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. He does a lot of withering. I have to watch out for that. Boss all big damage into the hidden sting. It's not enough, though. He's got enough life. Pierce going to do a good chunk. And he's got a guts lead. Another Pierce. And a stab. Look at that. I got guard up. I can survive an attack. I don't know if I can kill from here with guard. Guard punch not going to kill. Oh my god. No way, dude. Oh, that's insane. Alright. Game 2. Good damage on the drill attack. Punch. Good damage on the punch. Oh, he's gonna get thwacked. Into the tail assault? Oh my god. He's got anger though. Attack, buddy. Attack. He's got a punch. One more punch. Do it. No, attack. Oh my god. He's making me go crazy. Lago's just sitting on a million guts like, what should I do today? Maybe I should walk backwards into Turn Assault range. Turn Assault, good opener. No anger, so that's pretty good for Zora. Only down 20 guts. Ooh, wow, that was a lot of damage on punch. Hidden Sting's going to do a chunk, not enough to kill. Stab going to do a little bit, and some withering. Another stab. They both got enough to attack. Another stab! Damn. Oh well. Top tier. Cheatermon. GG's, Bob. Damn, I can't believe we had to fight each other so early. Always Moving and Dornold up next. It was a good match. Yeah, it was a fun match. It would have been nice for me to get a crit. I'll never know what that feels like. Never lucky, you know? Alright. Dornold and Always Moving. That 2 whips, that's a little bitty bit of damage. Maybe next month. No, he's not entering it next. I'm not using him next month. Do you guys know I've never landed an acrobatics with him? Not even in testing. It's never landed a single time. He's only used it like maybe 6 times total. It's never hit. Lago's being outdown. Well, it's more so I want to try a different monster. So in case I make grands or the playoffs, I have a second monster to use in welterweight. He has gone for it, yes, but like very few times. He went once today. He went twice last week, I think. Once the week before, and then like twice in testing like forever ago. And now he never will. I might use him in the playoffs if I make it. I just want to have the decision. Thought he hit once. I don't think he's literally ever hit it. It's a speedy withering build calling it. It might be. Ooh, the flatting L. He misses the first one. He's like, fuck it, I'm swinging it again. It's very fast on a miss. Dornold is going to win that one. Okay, we are now in top 16 play-ins. We got Perfect Bitch and Dante. Wait, Cloaco won, right? Why did I write Dante? No, Dante did win. He got the last-minute charge. That's right. That's how models do? It do be how models do. Dante did win, yeah. Yeah, he got the charge at the end. That's right. Crit charge for the one-hit KO. After losing all game. Okay. Fire charge 19%. Oh, he gets recitaled. He got no guts and no life. Look at that. Made it to top 16, yeah. It's a Mochi Iron Agil. Is this supposed to be Ore Agil? A fire charge miss. Oh, a big ol' stab. Hits the punch. Just to be a jerk. We're top 16 or we're playing for top 16? No, it's not a Mochi or a Jill. Mochi would... If I entered a Mochi next week, what would I enter Mochi in? Do I bring out Mater D's for lightweight? I think that would be suicide because of how consistent Pete is. Mochi in heavyweight? I already have 2 monsters in heavyweight. I did Seabiscuit, and then last month I did Asher Bonapal, which is, you know, a super try-hard pick. I feel like welterweight is the strongest format for Mochi. He definitely is, because anyone can win in welterweight. That claw combo miss. Stab. Stab. Wow. What a way to win, eh? The Betch wins. That's a 2-1. 3 angers. 3 angers round my neck. I'm bound to win and Quacker volley. Wow, we got ducking and a ducking sub, eh? Quacker. The duck can't lose? We'll find out if the duck can lose. Alrighty. How are you? I'm you built different. Damn! Speaking of. What the duck? What the duck? Damn the punch. This mother ducker's aggro. Look at that. Quacker volley. 2 hits, 2 wins. Bada boom, bada bing. Knife is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Jim Bob and Dicey. It's a duck blur. You might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales. Woo. Alright, Dicey. I used to love the theme song when I was a kid. Bow, 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 bow. The like really like crazy synth bass. Duck was trying so hard. He swung so much. And teammates have to fight each other. Teammates. Teammates. Here we go. Slap. Oh, it misses. Whack! Alright. Game 2 coming up. Who would win this fight in real life? The monkey, right? Like, there's no way the monkey would lose. Monkey could not possibly lose. He'd have to catch the rabbit, I guess. But once he would, just give him the slap, and that'd be it. Just like in real life. Dicey wins that one. Purple King and B-Talion up next. Oh, baby. We have a Beaklon fight. I think the monkey would obliterate a rabbit. Yeah, probably. There's a good chance. I would give it above a 50% chance. Would literally tear the rabbit apart. Agree to disagree. I think the rabbit would. I think he's got a chance. These happen a lot. The Beaklon fights, yeah. Top assault for a little bit of damage. Not the play in this matchup. The double punch. The dive assault, he smokes him, but he's got that flat nose. It doesn't do as much damage. Because of that, he hangs on. Excuse me. Sneezy. Alright. Purple King wins game 1. Spiral dive. Give him the smoosh. Oh, he misses. Oh my god. Mamma mia. Italian dodges the diving press, and he's going to top 16. I Skid You Not and Thumper up next. One. Was that 1-1? Okay. That's right, because he got the whacha. He hit him with the horn attack. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. And you don't stop. To the beach, y'all. And you don't stop. We're still going. We're finishing late tonight. It's okay, we started very late. I still can't believe how long this loading screen takes. Like, their server to like check the online is gotta be like an old like 1995 Pentium that someone's got in a room somewhere. I don't know if you guys remember, oops, not Jim Bob, Purple King. I don't know if you guys remember when we were on stream, this was like a year ago, I guess, where I found my old Monster Rancher 2, or one of my many Monster Rancher 2 CD cases, like the jewel case, and we were looking at the manual, because for whatever reason, the manual describes like Zoom and Mochi and Suezo and Tiger, and then also like it's giving examples of like example breeds, right? And so it's like those, and then Hopper, Gaboo, Baku, and Niton, which is like a crazy like choice to make for like the second half of them, right? But we looked up the, what is it? We looked up the address on the back where it's like you can mail into Tecmo to get like tips and hints and whatever, or give comments or feedback. And we looked up the address, and it's like a sushi restaurant in a strip mall in like Pasadena. And it looks like really, really sketch. Also, Purple King is gonna win that one. I Skid You Not and Thumper up next. Okay. Who's making it to top 16 today? Is I Skid You Not going to go on another tear? Mail them and ask them how to prepare a Niton? What do you suggest? What is the best way to cook Niton? Frantic Rush. You know what they'd probably do with Niton? They'd probably do like an acid bath, like when you have like cold crab or whatever. Breaded and fried? I don't know how my boy feels about that. You can't see him on screen right now, but maybe I'll go grab him. Ease and anger. Skid one, game one, right? You just eat it raw, you could do that too. I'm pretty sure that's it. Pretty sure that's 2 games. I do believe. 1-1? Fuck, I'm not paying any attention. What is this? My brain is just gone today. I'm gonna be real. I was very tired before I started stream. I got my ass beat in boxing today, and I like was very, very close to not streaming. And then I'm like, I gotta do it. I gotta stream. Thumper actually hit. That's right, he did, yes. It's funny how, obviously, to win this matchup, he would have needed to hit. But it didn't, like, I didn't get the mental image until you said that he hit. And then I was like, oh, I remember when he hit. And then I remember the model spinning. I Skid You Not. Gonna win it anyway, though. Yeah, Challenge is, like, fully broken. I haven't been able to update the last, like, 4 matches. Underneath and Skibbity Toilet. We'll get that going while we're waiting for Challenge to stop being broken. Yeah, it like won't even load. Wow. Skibbity. Hope this is a good matchup for Skibbity. I mean, if he gets the hit. Oh no. He just needs to get the hit. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Game 2 coming up. Alright. Underneath in the... Oh my god. Mention how Challenge was giving this community trouble, but the response I got was at least it's not Smash.gg. Smash.gg is at least a lot more user-friendly now than it used to be. You used to have to like sign up and get someone on their like admin team to like accept your event, and then you had to like work with them. It was a huge pain in the ass. Conquest and Zora up next. Underneath, under the ground. Yeah, he had a hard match there. Got hit by 220%. Yeah, originally they wouldn't like accept your event for their website if your event wasn't big enough. It wasn't like open to the public. And then it was open to the public, but you still needed to have like a mod from their side like work. It was weird. And now it's just awful. Like it works, but it's awful. It's as much as challenge is like frustrating and like what's happening right now is just not loading anything at all, and like that sucks. But if you've ever tried to use Smash.gg or Start.gg as it is now, Zora wins game 1. It just is non-functional on mobile, and it's been non-functional on mobile ever since it was first built. They don't have a mobile site. It's just, oh my god, he beat his ass. Zora, the tank killer. Look at that. Moving on to top 16. A sick joke and Dornold up next. This is our last play-in for top 16. But yeah, it's non-functional on mobile, and they'll always ask for like suggestions on how they can improve their website, and people are like, you need like a dedicated mobile site, you need to like hire someone to like design a mobile site, and they're like, we have, and everyone's like, but no, you haven't, it's just the desktop site. And then they'll like respond with like a koi, like a smiley face emoticon or whatever. Like it's like they truly don't give a shit. The thing is, none of these websites and stuff like make money, right? It's all just like venture capitalists pouring money into a thing that they think is gonna pop off. So they're not beholden to anyone other than like these specific shareholders, and I don't know, it's very bizarre. It makes for bad products. Oh, Dornold. Alright, we're going to game number 3. I'm pretty Moshi won the first one, right? Or was that the first one? Or was that the third one? I'm updating scores, I'm not even watching. Because it's finally working, so I'm trying to get it done super quick. It's 1-all, yeah. Okay. I'm in sole possession of second place provider. Now, provides fears Raki doesn't win too much. Oh, yeah, because you guys were tied, right? Ka-chow. God damn, the withering. It's a slap. The pedal. Mochi's making top 16 again. Rough matchup for Dornold. He does not like to get withered. No one does, but he like especially does not. Alright. I guess he's got a 13 guts rate, so it's not the worst in the world, but still. I think it's faster than the Mochis, right? And then Jim Bob and Dicey. Dicey won that one very quickly. That feels like forever ago, but I haven't been able to update in a while. Alright, we are in top 16 finally. Exclamation mark bracket if you want to see where we're at. I'm gonna go get some more water. My mouth is super dry, and we will be right back. We'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, welcome back everybody. We are in top 16 of DXBL3 Welterweight week number 3. So this is the second last welterweight tournament of the format of the league. Pretty exciting. We had 41 monsters today. We're down to top 16. First off, we got Pink Belly and Dr. Morty. We'll start doing betting at top 8. Just to, you know, keep things moving along. That's the thing I like about welterweight, though, is that sometimes matches go to time, but more often than not, matches are over very quickly. So even though we started like an hour late, we're still going to finish on time. It's not too bad. We'll finish a little bit late, but not crazy. Alright, speed versus skill. The bubbles, that's a lot of withering, but Morty has a fast guts rate. So just like that, he's up 40 guts on his opponent. Twister kick, gonna actually breach that 50% threshold because of how big of a guts lead he had. Pink Belly probably wants to try and avoid withering, but I don't know what else Pink Belly can do. It doesn't make a lot of sense to just try and do damage because, you know, Pink Belly's damage is not particularly high. The spin kick's gonna land. Morty wins 2-0 pretty quick. He's moving on to top 8. Matafleur and Mardell up next. That's his one trick, yeah. Congrats on making, at worst, 9th place, though. Okie dokie. Pixie and Dragon. Flame opener misses at 72%. The kick lands, though, so, you know, it's about even. The tail whip comes out. Morty is a solid monster. The tank build, it's good, man. It doesn't look good when it's missing all the time, but when you only gotta land one attack, it's not too bad. Bite miss at 43. But think about that, 43% chance to instantly win. This is pretty good. The ease proc. Oh, baby. Matafleur's in trouble. He's hit with the flame twice in a row. That man got flamed. King-size flamer. We're going to game number 3, just like that. Another flame, good crit, brings Matafleur below half health. Tail attack gonna miss at 34%. Bang at 82. Bang at 77. Trample. Big ol' miss there. Bolt hits, a little bit of damage. Bolt hits again. Tail attack, miss. Ooh, that's going to be it. Mardell's moving on. Mardell wins that one. Didn't really have to dodge too much, eh? Next up. Oh my god. We got Senorita Slam and Candy Canine. I don't know why I typed out the whole name. Walu and Kroto, eh? You guys, similar builds, a little bit more intelligence here than power, a little bit more life. I mean, this might matter, this extra life might matter because these first 2 slots don't do much damage. So, there is definite survivability if he gets hit. Senorita Slam just building up those guts, dodging everything. Face attack at 40, it's gonna miss. The tail swing at 40 and 39 gonna miss as well. Lightning at 14 comes out. Nothing there though. 20 seconds on the clock. Candy Canine is winning on guts. Misses the kamikaze. Oh boy. Oh, but he lands the face attack. 4 seconds left. Candy Canine actually needs to land an attack here, and it's not going to. It was looking kind of rough for Senorita there for a second, but he ended up taking it with that kamikaze at the end. Roar at 7%. That's not going to do it. Giant Whip miss at 22. Tail swing, a little bit of damage. Kamikaze at 47. Damaging himself a little bit there. Candy Canine can win this on a hit, but actually needs to land a hit. It doesn't have nearly as much skill as its opponent in this matchup. Or I should say, as much chance to hit. Face attack OP, yeah. Alright, Senorita Slam runs out the clock with that missed giant whip, and it's moving on to top 8. We got Lame, www.lame.win, and Wasabi Bobby up next. Landed 2 hits and they're both bite, yeah. Okay. High speed, but high skill, and pretty solid life on Lame as well. So, Wasabi's got a bit of an issue here, I think. Alright, that's game 1. We're going to game 2. Wasabi Bobby will always have my heart for being fun to say. Yeah. It's a good name. Oh, he survives it. The crit is necessary to get the kill, I guess. Misses the 3rd Tusk Slash. He's only 2 for 3 on that 33% chance to hit tech. Tail Whip can bring him down to half health. Alright, you know, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. I like Tusk Slash. I think it's a pretty good tech. It's just, it's not, this is the format to use it. Because Pinch Throw is the other option in that slot, and it is maybe not so good in this format. He tried. It's not over yet. He's in losers. He did try. Dr. Morty wins that one. Okay. Perfect Bitch and Quacker Volley. I like Tusk Slash 2 fun tech. Yeah, I'm a fan. I talk about it in the Worm video. Like, it's pretty solid tech. Like, the numbers are okay on it. It's very quick. It's just that it's not Pinch Throw. And, you know, in most formats, Pinch Throw is what you get. If your goal is to actually win. Bit late, glad to see your duck still here. Yeah, I mean, he made top 16. This is losers. But it's top 16, so you get points. The stab's gonna land a little bit of damage. I think stab's a good option there, because, you know, Intelligence Mew is very rare. But just like with Mono and getting Scratch, you need to get stabbed, because you never want to swing that leaping kick. Foolery into the leaping kick too, eh? Horn attack gonna miss at 10%. He's got Hurry. We'll get the huge crit chance, but nothing doing. Perfect Bitch. Gonna move on. Oh, I'm gonna get demonetized for saying that so much. Dicey and Purple King up next. Quacker Volley out in top 16, but, you know, that's points. Better than my guy did today. Purple. Purple. You have to fight the scary Mochi. I think of all the monsters that have to fight the Mochi, yours has a good chance. Does Zora have anger or power? Because I didn't see it crit. I didn't see it proc either way, I should say. Worth 2 points though? Anger? Okay. So it's got the proper build, is what you're saying. You built your monster properly. Oh, the Dive Assault miss. More slaps. Purple King's got guard. You know, Dicey doesn't have a lot of life. Oh, power. He traded his guard in for a power at the end. It wasn't enough, but he tried. Yeah, did things the right way, yeah. You didn't go with the power tank build. It's possible. It's just, you know, very specific type of monster. That would also benefit from anger anyway. Ooh. Horn Smash at 30? Horn Smash, pretty good play there. Very inaccurate, obviously. Or, sorry, very expensive, but very accurate. Still didn't land it, though. Dicey, gonna win that one. The Purple King out. 13th place. I skid you not and skibbity toilet. I skibbity you not? We got the two poop jokes fighting each other. What a world. What a time to be alive, eh? Scary matchup. It's spooky. Skibbity landing those 20% last set, though. Oh, the flattening X. Decent damage. But now he's got a 30 guts lead. Dude, how many of those has he landed? Oh my god, dude. Alright. Next game. Flattening L. The better play. Ooh, the magic punch miss. Flattening X. Not enough to kill, but if he swings one more time, he wins. The hook miss. Another X. Gives him some guts, but runs down the clock. We're going to game 3. Is he going to land another 1-2 smash? Flattening X, decent damage. Flattening L. Ooh, right jab for 280? At least that one's actually accurate. He gets it. He's moving on. I skid you not. 13th place. Zulra and a sick joke up next. He almost died, and then he didn't. Okay. Why is Bajarals hitting that hard? I mean, he had a huge guts lead, right? That's what Flattening X does, is it gives your opponent a huge guts lead. Drill attack at 23%, that's gonna land. We're going to game 2, baby. Game 2. He didn't risk it. He's like, I got lucky. Fuck it. Okay, he grits, though. It's not quite over yet. A little bit of withering there. 43 on the Pierce. More pedal swirl. Dude, come on. Be real. Get your head checked, Zulra. 9 seconds left. Do another one. Why not? Stabs the play. But drill attack? Yeah, why not? Why not? That's the only thing he attacked with. Through 2 games, he's only used a drill attack. Will he use another attack in game 3? Mochi Ray, a little bit of damage, a little bit of withering. Oh, he's got the accurate attacks too. Also, a sick joke in pedal swirl. What is this? This is an actual sick joke. Belly punch comes in at 28%. Flap can do a little bit of damage. Proxy anger. Great for Zulra. There's the stab. He takes it. Playing with his food, man. What the hell is that? A sick joke continues to make top 16. What's very funny is that the new rule, the new points getting rule for the last month of the DXBL is in place specifically because of this mochi, and you'll see what it is when it comes up. But this mochi has a lot of points. All right, one more round before we're in top 8. Candy Canine and Perfect Bitch. Dog versus cat. And don't worry, it's not to punish the mochi or give him extra points. It's just, I was looking at the mochi and I was like, this gives me an idea. You're being persecuted? Actually, it probably benefits you more than like almost anyone else indirectly. You'll see what it is in a sec. Or, I guess, 2 weeks. Okay. Very similar builds. Just a little bit more speed, a little bit less power and skill. Meow, meow, meow. Is anyone going to hit this game, though? Meow's very accurate. Meow's plus 16. Oh, hits the recital? Just straight up kills, eh? God damn. That's the big one. Intelligence Mew is a really funny build. This is the round 5 starter fight? Losers round 5, yeah. Need the maximal zap? Punch. Punch! It's not gonna be enough. Even if both landed. Even if both landed and both were crits, it wouldn't have been enough. Alright, game 3, here we go. But, yes, this is the last round before we're in top 8. Bet on your boy for you. Well, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we're not going super late. We're probably gonna finish on time. A little bit of damage there. Oh, the blizzard's gonna hit. There's the grit. 5 seconds left on the clock. Do we see Meow? Meow's not gonna do it. Hits, but like that shit has 2 4s. It does about as much damage as getting a crit on a miss does. Candy K9. Gonna win that one 2-1. Moving on. That means that Betch gets 9th place. We got Wasabi, Bobby, and Dicey up next. That one got your heart racing? It was back and forth. That was like rank D combined with rank A. It's like when you get to rank A for the first time and you're swinging and you're just like, I can't hit anything. And then you do and it doesn't do any damage anyway. Alright, same build, same hat. Look at that. Slightly different stats, but very close. I didn't know Wasabi Bobby had like the actual dicey spread. That's interesting. The Dragon Punch at 7%. Oh, brudda. The slap misses. The thwack misses. Goes for Spinning Claw at 9. We have single digit hits here. Slap. Dicey's gonna take it. Game number 2. It's not that Wasabi Bobby doesn't have a chance here. It's just that it's not using its accurate text. We've already seen Sick Joke versus Dicey. Battle of the Champs. I don't know if we have. I like how it's like Sick Joke won 1 week and it beat a Metalner. It's a champion. And you know, you're not wrong to say so. It's literally the first time Mochi has won a tournament that wasn't on hard mode, I think, since the Discord was made. Dicey gonna take that one 2-0. We got Pink Belly and Skibidi up next. You beat Metalner of all things. Yeah, the Metalner's still a strong build. Like, it's not like there's anything wrong with that Metalner build, but it is limited. Pink Belly going this far is very fun. Yeah, Pink Belly's been around forever. That's the cool thing. It's nice to see old monsters do super well. Okay. Ooh, knocking up. The hook miss. Sneeze for a little bit of damage. Ooh, scratch. Scratch again. Ooh, straight's gonna miss. Bubble for a little bit of damage. Hook is gonna miss. Pink Belly hanging in there. Scratch lands. It's going to game number 2. Skibidi just can't land that 1-2 smash, eh? Magic Punch? That's not 1-2 smash. Bro, you know what it takes to win this. Throwing it away. It might be his first KO ever. It might literally be, we're witnessing history here. The hook miss. The hook will bring you back to the grave. Look at that. Crit bubbles. That did a shit ton of damage. What the hell? Oh, knocking up. Not quite enough. Do we see 2 KOs back to back? It's very possible. Oh my god. The 2 KOs. Pink Belly too strong. GG's. Matafleur and Zulra. Our last match playing in to top 8. Pink Belly stops the skibbity. Okay. The big skill on Zulra. Not super necessary, but it didn't matter too much last time either. Here we go. Darn Assault. Good damage. Dragon doesn't like getting withered. He does have trample though. Big old tank buster. Oh, the drill attack comes out first. Matafleur needs to take that opportunity. He needs to swing the trample like immediately. They start in slot 4, which is a little bit bad for Matafleur, but he can take the hit and keep going. He's got anger. Pierce gonna do a little bit of withering, a little bit of damage. Tail attack with that much guts gonna do a good chunk. Procs Fury though. Jesus, dude. Ooh, the trample comes out. Fury's not super scary if your opponent's dead. He knew what it took. Game 3, here we go. Comes down to this. Another drill attack, a good opener. Thwack, gonna miss. Tail whip, a little bit of damage. A little bit more damage. Azura behind, but has the guts lead. The double thwack. Ooh. Trample will take it here. Well, I mean, it would take it from full health too, for being real. Tail whip, not quite enough, but 2 in a row. That's gonna do it. Matafleur moves on. Zulra getting 9th. 99 miss, 94 miss. Yeah, we saw some misses there from Zulra. That, or from both sides. And, Tecmo's, I don't know, it likes to play a role. Macho made a new Tecmo emote, and it says Tecmo 99, which is like great IMO. But it got me thinking that like Tecmo's old slogan used to be 100% games, which is such a messed up slogan when you think about how much like RNG there is in this. %100 games, 99% miss. Okay, top 8s. Here we go. Time to get your betting on. I know you guys have been waiting to do betting. And don't forget, at the end, I'm going to show you guys a little sneak peek of some songs I'm working on for the stream. Little chiptune stuff. They're all like work in progresses, but I like showing stuff before it's done. I'm not, you know, I know you people aren't going to judge me super hard because you are aware it's not finished. And I like sharing what I'm working on. I'm going to post them on the Discord, or the Patreon as well. So if you're a Patreon member, you can just listen to them whenever you want. Download them, do whatever you want with them. Except, you know, say you wrote them. You know what? Maybe don't do that. Dr. Morty and Mardell up first. Vibing out in the stream but having a good time. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's been a fun night. Pretty chill. Okay. Start a prediction. Who do you like? Predictions live. Do you like Dr. Morty, P1, or do you like Mardell, P2? P2, P2. Donnez-moi la poulet. Had to lose those Tecmo misses, but 3 points is 3 points. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really react to it as I should have in the moment. I think I was like fascinated with how little Matafleur's guts were going up, even with anger. I was like focusing on the guts. And then the misses came and I was just like, yeah, it's welterweight. People miss. 64% on Morty. Alright, well that's game 1. Bang, can do good damage. Anger though. Spin kick misses. He's still got a ton of guts, look at that. He's still in it. He's got ease. Spin slash with easy at 7% chance. Wrong move. Beat dance at 11 and the flame comes out. There's the grit, but Morty's in trouble here. Oh man. Man needed more gigawatts. We're going to game 3. Bolton. Oh, the cursed dance miss. The 55 guts down, eh? Big ol' whiff. He's still in it though. Weapon throw, not the play. Ooh, the bolt comes out. Mardell gonna take that. Moving on. Pixie. Who'da thunk it? Especially after game 1, who'da thunk it? I bet all Morty bettors were like, ah, it's over. Senorita Slam and www. Lame win. Oh. That's probably enough. Can't imagine anyone else did this. Yeah. WW dot. You guys remember Prozac? My heart is tied up in it. I guess it's true. WW dot. Never get over you. So I have a really crazy Prozac story. Predictions Live, by the way. Prozac, if you guys don't know, Canadian band, turn of the millennium. They had a gimmick where it was like 2 cartoon characters were the band. It was like the Gorillas before the Gorillas, right? And I went to a show that they were playing, and fucking Elijah Wood was the opening act, and he was like doing like a DJ set. I had no idea, and you know, when I was younger, I looked a lot like Elijah Wood, and obviously much less now as I'm older. We don't look anything similar, but I tried to get a picture with him so bad, and not like, hey, like let's get a picture together. I look like you, like nothing weird like that. I tried to just like snap something over my shoulder to like get us in the same picture, and I tried like 10 times, and I just couldn't get it. I tried so hard. It's a good story, I know. But he showed up and he's wearing like a pork pie hat and like a polo and suspenders. It was so weird. I was like, and like I went my whole life like being told I looked like him, and so I'm like, I gotta get this picture. And then I see him in person. I'm like, I don't look anything like this guy. And so Senorita Slam in trouble off the hop. Tusk slash and misses, but it's a cool move. You gotta respect it. Senorita Slam slowly bringing this back, but has a big guts deficit. The somersault misses at 56%. The giant whip comes out. Big ol' crit and proxies. Oh my god, dude. What a play. Another giant whip misses at 80. The sting at 46. Oh my god. Senorita Slam gonna win it. We're going to game 2. Another Tusk slash opener. Bite at 36. Game 3, here we go. That's it. Man. Oh, the Tusk slash misses. Giant whip doing a little bit of damage. Into the tail whip doing real little damage. Lame into the green. Misses the sting. Misses it again. The ease proc. Great. That's 14%, man. Oh my god. He hits it. Taunt to get bodied. The truest combo there ever was. Lame win wins that one. 2-1 going into winners finals. Now we're on the loser side. We got Candy Canine and Dicey. Congrats, Lame. Worm Gang. I like the Ninja Maru sprite. I like how there's a JP Dicey and there's also an AJ Dicey. Who does AJ think he is? All right, that goes to the worm. Prediction is live. Who do you like here? That worm's got this format's number. I mean, he's also got probabilities number with how many like times he's stolen a game. He's it's a good build though. It's just funny that the win is always on Tusk Slash, 30%, 14% there. He's gonna swing it and it's gonna win. That's all you need to know. 57%, ooh, about 43. Yeah, a little bit of a change at the end there. 64% on Candy K9. Blizzard miss at 19. The scratch miss as well. Ice Bomb gonna swing and miss. Dicey with a lot of guts. The bolt misses as well. Thwack at 43. Ooh, big miss there. And again, bolt coming out at 15. Candy K9 for a monster that has never had like a good chance to hit in like any of its matchups. It's done very well. Scratch miss. The thwack lands with 5 seconds left on the clock. Damn. Dicey. Wins game 1. Lightning at 13%. Another thwack. That's going to be it. This time only 12 seconds in. Dicey wins that one. Pink Belly and Mataflor up next for our final match of the round of 8. So this is going to be interesting because Mataflor, more than any other monster in the entire game, does not like to get withered. So, interesting matchup. Okay, prediction is live. I would say that this is in Pink Belly's favor, quote unquote, but I mean, it is still just a one-shot chance, right? Who do you guys like in this one? We got all the bets right now around Pink Belly. I don't know if Tusk was 100% right, but I went all against Speedsters. I picked all attacks with 35 plus hit with equal guts and enough power to one-shot 149 most of the time. Yeah, I think you made the right call. I mean, it's very hard to look at... Oh my god. Huge bet at the end. Blood Spectre voting big on his boy. Or his gal. And it's really hard to like look at the stats of like what happens in a welterweight match and go like, oh yeah, that's really good or that's really bad. You need like a lot of info. Landing a bunch of 30% doesn't mean anything one way or another. Just like landing a 16% trample doesn't mean that Mataflor inherently wins this matchup. Pink Belly's a boy? Okay. And what a boy. Game 2, and this is the trample there. This might be it for Mataflor. A lot of withering potential here. Oh, dodges the sneeze at 80. What is it with this dragon, dude? This is the belly attack. Mataflor's got a decent chance to hit. Tail attack missed at 32. Little belly attack damage. Not what he wants. Ooh, the tail whip miss. Bubbles is the play. He's got to use that bubbles. Or, you know, as long as he swings and runs down the clock. Pushes him back. Another belly attack. Bubbles as the clock runs out. Procs anger. But, you know, match is already over. Pink Belly wins game number 2. We're going to 3. Here we go. You have a grudge against Pink Belly? Pink Belly made one of the highlight clips on my YouTube channel. I don't remember what for. I think beating me. Knocking up a little bit of damage. Scratch can do a little bit. Belly attack can do a little bit. All this little chip damage is kind of inconsequential. Mataflor lands a single hit, it will win. Or Pink Belly will grit. All it's doing is running down the clock, giving Mataflor less chances to attack. And just like that, it's gonna win. The dragon is out. He hit that trample, but it wasn't enough. Pink Belly moves on to top 6. Okay. Dr. Morty and Dicey up next. Mataflor is named after female red dragon from Dragonlance. Cool. I assume most names are references, but like, I don't know all of media. I'm not the arbiter of media. I don't know what's what. I know if it's JP, it's he's had like a psychotic breakdown and it's like the first word that came to his mind. Most people use references though. Okay, predictions live. Dragon Lance is that Don Bluth game? No. Yeah, it's Dragon's Lair. I had to type it in to make sure, but yeah, it's Dragon's Lair. 78% on Morty. I know surprisingly little about. Are you expected to know, be an expert on Dragon's Lair? Just like Morty's an expert on spin kicking. Dragon's Lair, yeah, I mean, they're like, it was novel for the time though, right? QTE events were like not a thing. Also, GG's, that was an entire set. Dicey got sliced und diced. Dr. Morty moving up to top 4. Congratulations, JP, on 5th place. Senorita Slam and Pink Belly. It was novel for the time, did not age well. It was probably pretty shit at the time too. To be completely fair. Like, it's specifically just like a quarter stealing game, right? Like so many games of the era were. It's not like a game where you can possibly know what you're supposed to do. It's Cat Mario, right? Like, it's just like trial and error bullshit. Except you had to pay money for it. Okay, so Dr. Morty wins that one. Prediction is live. Who do you like? Dragons and animation are very big interests of mine. Okay, then you should be an expert. To be fair though, I really hate that style. Like, Goat's gonna hate me for this, but I really hate that style of dragon from like 80s, early 90s, even like late 70s into early 80s style of dragon with like the big stomach and like the goofy face and like anything that existed in like, what do you call it, like the Sword in the Stone, or like anything that like kind of looks like that style of art, or fucking Dragon Tales, that cartoon that was on in the early 2000s. That's like, I hate that. There's something about it that like makes me like physically like restrict. Like I don't like it. Also, that was a win. Kind of like the goofy face dragon. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like I have some like, no, dragons have to be serious and cool, damn it. I don't know what it is. It's some affectation, but I don't like it. It's so like weird and gross to me. Senorita Slam, I'm gonna take it. Like Balrog from Lord of the Rings. Balrog does kind of look like Moo. Like its face with like the horns and yeah. It's obviously not the same thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of inspiration taken there. Okay, so Senorita takes that one. Pink Belly gets 5th with Dicey. We got Mardell and the website. That's 5th. Oh, okay. I guess, yeah, because WWW is laughing, right? It's like lol emote. Makes sense. Wada 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 wada. Okay, here we go. Predictions live. Who do you like here? This is winners finals. It's midnight, and we're on winners finals. We're right there. Mardell versus the World Wide Web. The big round dragons at least made sense in the Flight of the Dragons, where they literally hot air balloons, and that's how they fly. I don't know what Flight of the Dragons is, but I believe you. So weird that there isn't a green dragon in Monster Rancher 2. Yeah, because it doesn't mix with Zoom, right? That's like the only green mod. Okay, 56% for lame win. There are dragons in other green dragons in other Monster Hunter games, but I don't think there's like a traditional like Western green dragon. Damn, the somersault hits. There's like the Chinese green dragon in the other ones. Centaur's green, Color Pandora's green. All right, so there's a lot of green monsters, but they don't combine too often. Mardell almost lost that one and then banged. That shit banged. Flame at 77, good damage. Goes for the bang again, misses it. Wow. And the bite comes out. Game 3, here we go. The flame, the big damage. You know, you don't need big damage sometimes. Sometimes you need little damage. And that's enough. Lame. Moving on to grand finals. Mardell gets 1 win, but is in losers. Alright. Dr. Morty and Senorita Slam up next. We're moving right along. We're like Big Bird. That was the Muppets, right? Moving right along was the Muppets. What was the... Was it Follow That Bird? Is that the name of it? The one where... The super sad movie where... Big Bird's looking for his family. I think Moving Right Along was the Muppet movie. Alright. That went to... Lame. Prediction is live. Who do you like? In stories where they have the elemental dragons, the wind dragons are generally green. That's true. Aren't there like 50 Muppets movies? I'm talking about the Muppets movie called The Muppets Movie. There is a bunch of Muppets movies, but yeah, moving right along with Muppets. Thank you. Footloose and fancy free. Of the Rankin Bass Smog, if that wasn't obvious. Yeah, I got the Rankin Smog one, yeah. The old Hobbit, again, like that style of animation's not a thing that I like too much. I don't know what my aversion to it is, but 58% on Dr. Morty. I think I have an association with that style of shit being super boring to me when I was really, really young. And it's just like, if it looks like that, I'm not a big fan. Dr. Morty, Mamma Mia. Isn't Rainbow Connection from Muppets movie? It is, yes. The saddest song ever written. I'm a grown-ass man and I will tear up watching that frog sing Rainbow Connection every time. Spin kick. He's just so hopeful. He just wants better, you know? A reaction like that 2 to 60 style animation? Bro, the Frosty cartoon. Especially the second one sucks so bad. Damn. Morty's just gonna win it like that, eh? Alright, Morty. Moving on. The losers finals. Mardell and Dr. Morty. Here we go. 99 miss, baby. That's not how you spell Mordell. It's Mardell. Been Tecmo. We've been Tecmo. Senorita did really well, considering how many opponents it had to fight, that it just could not damage, you know? Didn't Mardell win a tourney? Or got top 2. It did really well. I can't remember if it actually won the tournament, but it did really well. Okay, Morty wins that one. Prediction is live. Who do you like? This is our final match before grand finals. Rematch, yeah. I like Yellow Submarine as a kid. I saw Yellow Submarine. How old was I? I was probably like 10 the first time I saw it, or 11. And I remember thinking like, this is really cool, but it felt so long. And I remember always like losing interest before the end. You're just talking about today. You don't like Frosty. My wife's cousin is British, and he was 58% of Morty, by the way. And he was like, it's not Christmas until we watch The Snowman. And I'm like, hell yeah, The Snowman's great. My wife had never seen it, so we were showing her. And it's like a very, like, you have to sit down and watch it, like, intently, because it's very easy to, like, miss what's going on. I don't know if you guys have ever seen The Snowman, but what a great cartoon. That's the thing, though. As a kid, I remember finding it very boring. As an adult, I love it. Mardell, gonna win that one. Mamma mia. Dr. Morty and WWW are basically the same build, but I think Morty stomps the matchup. I think he probably has a little bit more damage output, yeah. Showed it in IMAX when you're in Fort Worth? Oh, that's cool. The bolts. He's angry, though. Don't be weapon throwing if you want to win. Ooh, the twister kick comes out, but it misses. Are we going to have Pixie Grands again? It's looking that way. The pat's not very good. Oh, the spin kick. Another pat. Morty's got a shot here. 1 second to do something big, and he walks backwards. He had hurry, the double crit chance. All for naught. All for naught. Okay, folks. So we have our grand finals. We're finally here. We've got Mardell, and we've got WWW. We got the website. This is our last match of the night. So you're going to get a little bit more time to bet. Get those bets in. And then once we're done, you know, we got the little surprise we were talking about. It's not a surprise because I explained to you what it was, but you know what I mean. We'll listen to a couple of tunes I'm working on for the channel. Not going to spend too much time. I got like a million like half-made pieces and like ideas, but we're not going to listen to them all. I'm just going to listen and show you the guy. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to show you folks stuff that I haven't shown you before. And Mardell won that one. Yep. I'm just going to show you some stuff you haven't seen. I haven't shown you guys before, and you know, it should be fun. Okay, predictions live. You got a minute. Got back just to see him lose again. He did well though. Made third place. 2-0 for Mardell in that one, but beat Senorita Slam. He beat Dicey. Did good. Good build. Good build. All right. 30 seconds left on the clock. We got 70% of the votes right now on Mardell. You guys want to see Lame win? You better vote for Lame. And, you know, to be fair, he does have the upper hand here because he only has to win one set. His opponent's got to win two. We got 34,000 chips on Lame, and we got 15K on Mardell. So 70-30, a 3.5 times payout on Mardell right now. That's quite the odds. Here we go. Flame, a little bit of damage. Tusk Clash at 42. Game 1. Needs 2 more of those, and he's champ. That's it. Tusk Slash. Tusk Slash. He needs to win 2 sets again. Mardell does. That's a lot of bolts. Oh, dodges! No way! The 99... Oh my god, are you serious? To lose it? Alright, he's on tournament points. Dude, I'm saying. Tusk Slash is like the only move he needs. Misses the bite. Hits the sting. The 99 miss. That's it. It's over. Congratulations. Obviously, it's Lame's monster. You know what's crazy, though? He won 6 times. He did not lose a set. But he only won 6 times. Let's take a look. So, here's the standings. We're going to take a look at top 16. Lamcore wins with the 6-0, so he gets extra points for winning without losing a set. He did lose. Yeah, he lost games, so he doesn't get any bonuses for that. But Mardell gets extra point for 5. Morty gets extra point for 5. Dicey gets the point for 6 and 2. Senorita Slam falls short, but does get 4th, so that's really good points. Pink Belly with the 5th as well. Candy Canine, Matafleur getting top 8. Azura, perfect bitch. Skibidi Toilet, and Wasabi Bobby in 9th place, just out of top 8. And then I Skid You Not, A Sick Joke, Quacker Volley, and Purple King. 2 and 2 is enough to make top 16 sometimes. It just depends on if you get a bye and like what's going on with the bracket. And if you win in winners, winning in winners is usually going to put you further ahead than winning in losers at like a single win, depending on where it happens in bracket. So congratulations to everybody who got points today. Real cool tournament. A lot of fun.